Hey guys, it's Russell with DieselGiant.com, and on today's video we are going to be installing a set of Wet Okole seat covers, including the headrest covers, on the 98 Volkswagen TDI. The car is 17 years old now. I wish I had done this when it was new. I went with a different brand of seat covers, which I like fine because they had the big Volkswagen logo on them. But it's time to retire those seat covers. It's the second set the car's had. I can't get those seat covers anymore because they can't have the Volkswagen logo on there anymore. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this job. It's not a hard job. It really only takes one tool, which is a small trim tool to remove the clip from the headrest. But stay tuned, and I'm going to show you how to get this job done and get it done correctly. Alright, these are the current seat covers that are on the Volkswagen now. That towel back there is just to because I didn't want to buy another set of seat covers, but these seats right here have really never been sat on. A week after I got this car, I have put these seat covers, not these exact covers, but this is the second set of these that I've had on this car, and they last about 8 years. But what happens is it's kind of a I don't know, like a smooth denim or a type fabric, but they end up wearing over time, and I like them because they have this Volkswagen logo on them, and they cannot make these anymore because Volkswagen said no. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be removing the headrests, and the way that we do that is pull them straight up, and I'm going to show you a little bit later, but there's a clip that goes in here. It's very hard for me to show removing it with just one hand, but I'll show you what the clip looks like, and once we take the backs off, I'll show you what the way the clip goes in. But I washed these a little while ago, and that's why they're just on there loosely. But we're going to be installing the headrest ones first, since they pop off, and we'll do that inside. So I'm going to take both of the headrests loose and bring them inside and show you how to install the covers over the headrest first. Please make sure to inspect all the pieces. I only ordered the front sets here, so there's two bottom cushion pieces and two top ones, and then there's two headrest pieces. So make sure that all of the pieces are in the box, and just inspect them to make sure there's no shipping damage. Alright, so we've got our headrest here. Okay, this is the part that would go against your head. Make sure that you note the curvature of the headrest. It kind of goes forward a little bit. And you'll also notice that the curvature of the cover. Alright, so the idea is to get the curvatures the same. Okay, so that's going to slip over just like that, and then there's Velcro pieces right there that will allow you to tighten it. Okay, so if you've got it backwards, it would look like that, but you don't want it to do. But you want it to match the way that the contour of the headrest. So basically what you want to do, there's an open side here and a closed side here. You want to put the closed side, slip it over, and then work it into the open side. Make sure the piping is equal on both sides. and then just do the other one. Alright, so once both of the headrests are on, just inspect them again to make sure that the piping is equal and centered. Make sure that all three of the Velcro areas on the back are fully connected. And then we are done with the headrest portion of this. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get our pieces prepared. You'll notice there's a tag on the bottom that says driver's side, and there's also one on the vertical piece that says driver's side, so make sure not to get them mixed up. We're going to disconnect the buckles. These are how you tension the cover up under the seat to get it to fit nice and snug. Here is our vertical portion. Again, it's got a tag here that says driver's side. And on this, we just have Velcro pieces. So I'm going to undo those. Okay. You've already got the slits here for the headrest post to go through. Alright, so these are prepared now. Let's go outside and remove the old seat covers. So removing the covers in this car is very easy. They're one piece. I've already undone the straps that go underneath, so you don't have to watch that. And I'm going to work this off of the vertical portion here. This is a lot easier to do when you have two hands. Now, if you don't have seat covers on your car now, obviously you're not going to do this step. Sometimes it's easy to come back here to the back seat and just pull up. Okay, and this is the same way if you were to remove the Wet Okoles, because we're going to install them the same. Okay, the cover comes off just like that. Now I want you guys to note right here, this is where the posts go in, and there's a slot on either side, here and here, on both sides, and there's a metal clip, which I'll show you in just a minute, that slides in there. Now I've done this two ways. I've slid the clip in this way or slid it in this way, and I find that it is a little easier if you slide the clip in this way, because when you remove it later on, you can get your trim tool in this side and push the clip out, and I'll show you that next. Alright, here's a picture of the clip. So ideally, if you push the clip in this direction, okay, it's going to go in, and obviously the post would be there and it would go all the way to the other side. Okay, so the clip would be in like that, and the wire catches the post, and then when you want to remove, I just use this plastic trim tool, and if you push it, then you can pull it out this way. Okay, that is a lot easier than putting the clip in this way and trying to get your tool here to push here, because you're going to have the headrest right here, so this tool is not going to go in square. So I highly recommend that you put the clip in from the inside, so that when you remove it, you push it towards the inside like this on both sides. Okay, and that's how I will install the clip on both sides when I reinstall the headrest. Alright, so with the cover off the seat, I'm going to install the bottom first. It just makes it a little easier. I'm going to make sure all my straps are hanging to the outside of the seat all the way around. This portion right here, this flap, is going to get pushed through the cushion here. The way that you want to do this is you want to push these through first. Okay, on both sides. Alright, so once you get the two straps through, you want to push the flap through. Make sure the straps and the flaps are kind of even. You want to make sure that the piping is pretty much even. Okay, make sure that you've got all of your buckles hanging down. These are going to go under the seat. And it will be near impossible for me to show you this. This part of the job can be kind of frustrating, just because you're not working with a lot of room under there. Now, if you want to, you can unbolt the seat and tilt the seat back, which you know, is just two bolts in the front and 2 bolts in the back, and you can do it that way. But I'm going to go ahead and get this, get these connected underneath the seat to get some tension on this, which will pull this cushion down and it'll look nice. And I'll show you what that looks like next. Okay, so I've got all 4 of our clips. Well, actually the 2 long ones and then the one side one. And it's very frustrating. That's the space that I have to work with, but if you just take your time, you can do it. And what it does is it basically just keeps the tension on the bottom of the seat. Now be careful. It was dirty under there, and I had a little bit on my fingers, but it cleans up real well with the microfiber. Just use a little water. So anyway, that's the way that the bottoms are supposed to look, and then we're going to do the top portion next. Alright, so I've got our top portion. It's going to sit on the seat like this. This flap is going to go through, and then it will attach to the Velcro on the other side here. And again, I'm sorry I can't do this. It takes 2 hands to do this, but I'm just going to slip this over the top of the seat and work its way down. Alright, you can see how I've got it where it contours to the seat nicely. And the way that you do that is to make sure that this flap is pulled down far enough. So what I had to do was, as I'm pulling the flap, I have to run my hand down here, which will allow it to conform to this curve. And I want enough material down here, and it's very hard to pull through, but it's going to, these 2 Velcro pieces are going to attach. I need to pull a little bit more out. It takes 2 hands to do it. Pulling and then very gently rubbing your hand down here on this curve to make sure that the excess slack comes out. Okay, so once you've pulled it out completely, you just go ahead and attach the Velcro. Now the holes on the top should be in the relative position. here. And you see how tight this is here. So remember, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the clip in this way on this side from the inside out, so that whenever I remove them, it'll be easier to get the tool in there. Alright, so I went ahead and did the exact same thing on the passenger side. I've got all my buckles tensioned. Seats are looking really, really good. These are some really, really high quality seat covers. They're made out of neoprene, if you're not familiar with them. They look great, and I'm very happy with the way that the install went. So if you guys are looking for a set of good seat covers for your ride, I would suggest you check out Wet Okole. And this is Russell, and I will see you on the next video.